Hello, and welcome back to the Dark Alliance. Back to another episode of Tokyo Dark. I would say the last time I played this was it's been a fortnight. So, what I can remember from last time, we're investigating the collector and we've got a lead. And we're going to carry on that lead to find out more of the truth. And let's see where the truth leads us. The air in the collector's basement has stagnant and heavy. If I stayed any longer, I felt like it may have suffocated me. By the time I was there, Akihabara faded away into a distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hand up to shield my eyes from the sunlight, and listened to the people on the street. Their conversation seemed so pointless, part of a world I no longer belonged to. The busy sounds of the street swept the cobwebs from my mind, forcing me to remember everything I told the collector and everything he possibly knew. I've told him so much. Did I have a choice? Maybe he was right, and I was a puppet after all. At that moment, it didn't matter. The dark, the mask, both belonged to a world I was now a part of. Normal methods of investigation were leading to them. Countless paths were narrated to. I had no choice but march forward toward the leads I've been given. As I left Akihabara behind, one thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was I really so easy to read? I didn't have time to dwell on it. Kazuki and Rina were in the dark. That much had been all but confirmed, and now I had a name. However, impossible to find them. Two paths, the mask and the dark, both were necessary. I have to make a choice to which follow first. Choose after a talent agency in Tokyo's red light district, or back to Kamakura to visit the girl I nearly got killed. Either seemed very appealing. My logic side didn't understand how either would help, but as everything around me cracked and crumbled away, logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose, or maybe someone would choose for me. Well, that sounds like a lot of fourth wall stuff to me, because they're right about one thing. She's a puppet of the player. Back to where it all begins. I came here to find out about the mask, but there's something I've got to do first. 6 months ago, I sent one girl to the morgue and very nearly killed another. Since then, I thought of coming here to apologize to make Hana countless times, but I couldn't will myself to see her and be faced with my failure. I think of the fear and hurt in her eyes. I feel nothing but shame. For my own peace of mind, I need to tell her the truth about that day, about how I lost control. Hopefully she finds herself to forgive me, enough to help me with my investigation of the mask. Wait, it's fall. Why are the cherry blossoms blooming? It's like nothing's changed since that day. Oh, it's you. I was reading the newspapers, and I saw your picture, and I saw the picture on the TV news, and maybe the 7chan message boards after I looked you up. I'm sorry, I was curious. I remember meeting you and couldn't believe it. It's like I met a celebrity or something. Well, of course it's not good or anything, but never know who you will meet in this business. Everyone else seems so unassuming. I mean, that's all to say about any of it. Was your fault or anything? Okay, so the message boards are pretty bad. There's a lot of bad stuff there. Like, wow. Pretty wild stuff. Are you done? Alright, sorry, yes. Hello again. What's going on in the weather here? It's fall. Why are the cherry blossoms out? It's beautiful, isn't it? There's a species of cherry tree, the Prunus subhertelia autumnalis, that sometimes blooms twice a year. At least that's what it says online. Who would have thought we have them here in the Kamakura? Well, I say Kamakura, but only seem to be in this part of town. Lucky, huh?
cherry blossom tree that blooms in fall. Never seen it. Are you sure you've got your facts straight? It seems impossible. Impossible? Do you doubt my botany expertise? Impossible would be if the seeds inside were reversing themselves, don't you think? Yeah, it certainly feels that way. Huh? You say something? Why the glum face? Anyway, hope you take advantage of the weather and go for a picnic or something. Waffles are so peaceful. Don't they put your mind at ease? Is May's grandma still at the house near here? You ought to see her. Well, she is still around, I suppose. I see the comings and goings of all the people around here. I didn't see her getting out much, though. Oh yes, that reminds me. When you were last here in April, did she, I don't know, give you something? I'm not accusing you, of course. I just heard there was an important artifact that went missing last spring. Kwana is old and losing her faculties, but maybe she gave it to you by mistake? Can you remember anything like that? I'm gonna lie here. Oh, I see. I'll show you will turn up. I'm looking for May Kwana. Have you seen her? Oh, looking for May again, huh? Are you sure that's such a good idea? She was pretty upset about the happenings last time you were here. I mean, I've barely seen her leave Kamakura since then. Maybe it's best you leave her alone. It's important I talk to her. I suppose she'd be in the shrine that's down the street like usual. But it's very important to her, so please don't upset her too much. We all want everything to go back to normal. Go away, no visitors! Is she just gonna be stubborn? Yep. Well, how many times I can do this? Oh well. Damn crows. Yep, that's when I shot the bamboo. The moment of truth. Cherry blossoms fell gently at my feet as I approached the Kawana family shrine. In front of me was Mei Kawana, still dressed in the outfit of the shrine maiden. She had seen me approach and stood there frozen and terrified, the same helpless look on her face as she had a knife to her throat months ago. This time, it was terrified of. We were only two people at the shrine, yet I couldn't shake the feeling of being followed. A familiar presence was watching me from the shadows. Wow, okay, that's a bit extreme. How about you bugger off, mask? No, I won't do it. Why now? Why her? I don't have to do with what you say. I'm not a puppet. I can choose. You, the detective from before? Why are you just standing there? Is it over? I'm fine. Sorry to scare you. I'm here to talk to you. I see. I've never been going to apologize. I'm sorry for everything I've put you through. I've been meaning to talk to you ever since that day. I should have come sooner. You're here to apologize? Now? I didn't hear from anyone in 6 months. The police only talked to me once, and then everyone here started avoiding me, acting like it never happened. I guess that makes me the last person you want to see now. After that, I'm sure some police came and told you that was only following procedure, but that's... Police in this country don't go around shooting people. I didn't feel myself and lost control, putting you at risk. Sounds fake to say I lost control at such a crucial time, I bet. But that's the truth. The truth? It's strange, isn't it? The cherry blossoms, I mean. It's silly, but every time someone comes here and says how beautiful they are, I get so mad. It's like they don't understand my feelings at all. But that's selfish, huh? It's not like I want everyone to suffer along with me. I imagine the only other one who understands that is you, Detective. Your name's Zetio, right? It's so quiet here. It's hard to imagine something like that day in April. It only happened in a place so peaceful. But it did. I know that you and your partner are only doing what you could to save you, but wish I could have helped. I felt so helpless. At least you told me the truth. Thank you. You know, I asked Grandma about the mask the red-headed girl was after, and she denied knowing anything. But it was a lie. I found one of her old journals at the shrine, and she wrote that the mask was important and had to be hidden away. Why would she lie to me? I'm sick of everyone was trying to protect me by covering everything up. Karama hasn't been the same since the day either. She shuts herself up in the old house and mumbles to herself about darkness and purity. Sorry about her. I'm so worried about her. My gut tells me that the mask has something to do with it. I'm sorry. Listen to me rambling away. You didn't care about any of that. The truth is, I think you're right about the mask having something to do with all this strangeness. You think so too? Then let me help you. I don't know anything about. Maybe Takashi that does. Oh, sorry. Takashi's my brother. He used to live here in Kamakura with me and Grandma, but he left to first chance he got. We talk on the phone all the time, but he refuses to come back and visit. I get the feeling he knows something I don't. He won't even tell me about how my parents died. Where does your brother live now? He is an instructor at a kendo dojo in Asakusa in Tokyo. I hear he's a big shot in the kendo world. Sounds like he'd be a good place to start. Do you think he'll speak to me? You can try. He'd never been very good at opening up to strangers, though. It's worth a shot. Thanks for helping me, May. Oh, one lead leads to another lead. Isn't she stubborn? Alright. Asakusa. Asakusa, home of Sensoji, one of the most famous temples in Tokyo, is also a bustling entertainment district. It owns a pocket of traditional culture shrouded by the city's high-rise. So an older part of Tokyo that's still retained. My investigation up to the point that led me to believe that the finding Takashi Kawana would be difficult and convoluted, but that should be further from the truth. Turns out his kendo judo was well regarded as a popular training spot for a few national champions and several of the city's police officers. The latter made me nervous. The information I was asking for was sensitive, and I don't want the world of my investigation finding its way back to HQ. A few misfired questions could end up with the officers knocking on my door, or worse, Yuka Muro himself calling me up. I had to be cautious. Inside is the interior of the traditional tea shop. It doesn't look like anyone's been there recently. Hello there. Would you be interested in buying some of the finest takoyaki in Tokyo? This isn't cheap stuff you buy at a food stand at a festival that will make you question everything you knew about octopus and bowlful. Who can say no to that? Sales pitch, sure, I'll take some. I'm pretty much just indulging myself at this point. Well, you're right. This may be the best takoyaki I have had. Thank you, miss. Best takoyaki on all the islands. fair, I had some before. Oh wow, better treat yourself. This looks like the dojo I was looking for. It's very traditional aesthetic. Tourists. Luckily I can hear them speaking English. My English isn't so great, so I doubt they'll be able to show. But I wonder what they're talking about. Well, it's a good thing I'm English. Hello there. Is there something I can help you with? I don't speak English. Wait, Japanese. Your Japanese is perfect. As a college professor, if I wasn't, I would probably be out of the job. I'm no college professor, but I'm in a Japanese software company, so I'll be in a bit of trouble too. Don't look at me. I just live here. Well, not in Tokyo, the suburbs. Oh, I might think you guys might speak Japanese better than I do. I mean, sorry. Just that, never would have thought. Would you prefer I speak English instead? No, I mean, no, please. Japanese is fine. Sorry, I wasn't to be nosy. I guess I see people wearing Yakuza this late in the year. It's just a festival or something? No. We come to Asakusa every year, and the Yakuza became part of the tradition after a while. I guess it makes us stand out more than we already do, huh? Don't knock tradition, Tony. Admittedly, my legs are a little cold, though. You guys come here every year, you must know about the area pretty well by now. Looking for a Kendo Jojo, where a Takashi Kano works? You should be in this area. Kawana? Why does this name seem so familiar? Alright, he's the Kendo instructor at the dojo right behind us. Beaver's there, he's kinda some prodigy. I wouldn't be surprised if he became a master in no time. I suppose he's very particular about who he trains. I suppose he doesn't want to waste his time with people who aren't serious. Makes sense when you think about it. With how good he is, must be a ton of wannabe Kendo masters coming to him. Yeah, seems like he trains a lot of police, too. The time we've been standing here, we've seen a few coming out. All that, I think he's still in his 20s for some, so young. There must be a lot of pressure. No kidding, I've heard of interdepartmental Kendo tournament. It's become a matter of pride for the different regional departments. I wish my work did martial arts competitions between departments. Nothing would work out. The unspoken tension between me and my boss quite like a good smack in the jawline. Ha ha ha. Police fighting each other, huh? That must be pretty brutal. I mean, I guess police in Japan don't really have to use force all that much, though. Yeah, anyway, how do you know so much about the dojo? I mean, I live in Shingawa. I don't know anything about that specific about it. Hehehe. You see, it says so right here in Dojo's file. He's out here about 10 minutes before we come handing them out. Kinda seem like a little pickly, so we don't talk to him though. I admit, it haven't been much cooler if we known that off the top of our head, but we were glad we were able to help you regardless. Makes me feel a little silly now trying to learn more about him from a flyer. Considering he trains so many police, I'm surprised I've never heard of him until now. Are you associated with the police or somehow? Who, me? No, of course not. I'm a investigator. See, like a private detective. Listen, if anyone comes by asking about a female detective, sorry, I didn't speak Japanese, right? Exactly, I appreciate it. Anyway, I should get going. Sorry to bother you. Thanks for the information, guys. Wow, pleasure. Good luck at the dojo. Let us know if you learn any kendo tricks. The men in the department always puff out their chests when they talk about the kendo competitions like it was going to impress me or something. Never paid it much attention. Still, it's strange that someone related, however faintly, to the mask is yet another tie to my old life. Takashi Kawana seems like a interesting guy, but very serious and not keen on strangers. At least I didn't have to use any English. That would have been a disaster. I have to be very cautious. We all need you to talk to Kawana. Alright, another voice. I haven't really been trying to do actual voices. Who are you? You are a friend of my sister's? You expect me to believe that? A little odd, don't you think? Gee, thanks. Really, you think I wouldn't recognize you? The officer who was at the shrine in April almost got her killed. And you're lying about to pretend to be her friend, no doubt to get something from me? Don't look too shy, your little deception was easy to read is all. After you seen Kamakura, I heard man crying over the phone every night for a month. Don't ever bother her anymore. Get out of here before your fellow officers will throw you out. Wow, okay, let's stop that one up. Well, that didn't go well. Maybe May will know how to soften her brother up. Back to Kamakura. I mean, this is quite a trip. Keep traveling out of town just to get to. Yeah, I'm just gonna try every time. I haven't even bothered training the sheets. I think I've managed to find your brother, but he didn't exactly seem happy to see me. Yep, you found my big brother alright. He's been protective of me ever since we were little. I know, I'm probably overstepping my boundaries, but will you be willing to come talk to him? I don't think he will tell me anything on my own. You want me to help? You know, seeing you again really got me thinking. I decided that even if everyone's trying to hide it, I can't sit here and ignore what's happening. I need to understand why my family is being acting so strangely. Even my own brother's keeping me in the dark. I'm sick of it. I'm sure I'll come with you, Tio. If I went along, he'd probably pat me on the head and send me on my way, but if you're there, I'm sure he'll tell me about my parents, the mask, and everything. Are you sure that's what you want? Sometimes not knowing is better, May. No. No more stupid little May. I'd rather be hurt and know than happy and ignorant. But before we go, let's check on Grandma. These days, if she doesn't know where I am, it can really set her off. Alright, we'll make a quick stop at her house. Thanks, May. A dead crow lays in the middle of the street, its small body is in a bad state of decay, covered in dried blood. Maggots have been eating at its remains. Alright. I said no visitors, leave me alone. Grandma, it's me. Please open the door. May? Oh, May, it's you. Please come in. Yes, come in. Wait, what is she doing here? It's okay, Grandma. She's here to help. Help? Ha, don't make me laugh. You were supposed to help me, remember? I felt something and you were going to free me from my past. Free you? Are you talking about the mask? Do not discuss that horrid thing here. No matter how far you go, I can still feel it, like needles in my skin, dragging me to it. In my dreams, I can still see that place. Have you seen it too, Detective? A dark place, where those who've lost reside. I'm so old, and with so much time, yet the pain won't go away. Poor Emiko. I miss her so much. If only I could have found her. Emiko? You mean Mum? Find her? What are you talking about? She's gone. Takashi told me that she died after I was born. Yes, of course. You shouldn't be asking about such things, May. If it weren't for this woman, you'd be safe at the shrine. No, Grandma, you're wrong. I'm not safe while everyone lies to me. I'm going to see Takashi, and if you don't tell me the truth, he will. May, listen to yourself, you must stop. Opening the door to the past will solve nothing. Ever since you were little, I've done what I could to protect you and your brother. Please don't go down this path. You look so much like her, you know, your mother. And you, detective. Perhaps my granddaughter's too naive to see it, but you can't hide it from me. I know what you've seen, what you think you are able to do. I'll keep my family out of it. We've suffered enough. You don't know anything about me, and besides, I'm not the one hiding things from your family. Tell me, do you know the story of Izanagi and Izanami? Grandma, this again? I'm sure atheists are interested in hearing some old myth. Really, we should get going. Stay right there, though I've told you the story so many times you don't seem to grasp its importance. I think it's able to use this woman to hear it. Iskani and Izanami were the first of the ghosts, known to us as the Kami. In legend, it was drops of the ocean water that fell from Iskani's jeweled spear that created the islands of Japan. When they descended to our lands, they brought their love and devotion with them to the realms of mortals. Iskani and Izanami had many children. The deities of nature, they inhabited the natural world all around us. For a time, life was peaceful. However, as Izanami gave birth to Kagutsuchi, the Kami of fire, she was horribly burnt and suffered mortal wounds. As she lay dying, and with her faced with her morality, the Kami that hid away from the light. When Izanami passed, Izanagi was inconsiderable, and in his rage he struck down the child that killed his love. Unable to accept her death, he ventured deep underground to Yomi no Kuni, the land of the dead. Half blind and distraught with grief, he wandered in the dusk until finally heard the voice of his beloved. Though unable to see her face, Izanagi begged Izanami to return with him. Izanami replied that she would try, and asked the gods of Yomi no Kuni permission to return to the land of the living. Incapable of restraining his desire to see his love, Izanagi set his comb alight in order to look upon his lost love. What greeted him was the sight of a decaying, worm-eaten face. In horror, Izanagi attempted to flee Yomi no Kuni. Izanami, enraged, sent dark spirits to pursue him and drag him back to her. After knowing escaping, Izanagi sealed the entrance to Yomi no Kuni with a great boulder. So you see, it is our morality that brings suffering into the world, yet resisting it is the perversion of the natural order. Being mortal means we must accept that we cannot control life and death. Detective, some things cannot be changed, and some doors can never be opened. You must stop. Grandma, you're talking about the stories and myths. What are you talking about? We are talking about real things. The story may be a myth, but there is a truth within it. Can't you see that? The truth, the things you pursue, they are unnatural, unclean. Heed my warning and stop this foolishness. Wouldn't you let you involve my family any further? First those bastards take my Yumiko, then you show it perhaps. I've been punished for my sins. May, come here, my sweet child. Must keep you away from her. No, Grandma. Told you already. I'm going to see Takashi. I'm an adult now. You can't tell me what to do anymore. No, you can't. You can't go. You must protect our family from outsiders, May. You're reopening old wounds. Leave us alone. Let us heal. Heal? You think I want to heal? Can't you see how much these lies have hurt me already? You're the one ruining me, Grandma, not it here. You're delusional. You tell us stories about calming spirits. Takashi might hide things from me too, but at least he makes sense. This time he's gonna tell me the truth about everything, about Mom and Dad too. No. Stop. I'll tell you how your parents, how they... You can't, can you? You've never told me how they died. The reason always changed every time I ask. No, hey, please, you must listen. They might be listening. They're still out there. They haven't forgiven me, can't you see? They? What are you talking about? You're insane. I'm sorry I spoke to you that way. I'll be back to check on you soon. Don't go, please. Goodbye, Grandma. Well, that could have been done better. I'm sorry, she's gone much worse since you last saw her. No, it's fine. What do you think she told us? Why do you think she told us that story? About Isagani? I don't know, it's kind of creepy, wasn't it? She was talking about it like if she really believed in it. Come on, let's go and see Takashi.